Hi you guys, welcome back. All right, we are currently today, July 1st. All right, so I'm starting off with all of my July readings. This isn't going to be a very short one. I'm going to roll the astro dice and see who we're reading for. All right. I did go over the energy in Cancer's reading, so I'll share here on this reading as well for whoever this one's for. We have lots of sextile energy going on in today's energy, starting off the month with the moon in Taurus, sextile over to the sun in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, and sextile to Saturn in Pisces. We also have a conjunction with Mars in Taurus, and then we're seeing quintile energy here with Mercury that is in Cancer for its very last day. It's going to be stepping into Leo as of tomorrow, July 2nd. Okay, so semi-square energy with Jupiter semi-squared over to Chiron in Aries, and then the sun in Cancer semi-squared over to Uranus in Taurus, which gives us today energy a little slight tension, but that's okay because if used creatively with the quintiles happening over to Mercury with the energy of the moon in Taurus, we can be utilizing this creatively. All right, so let's just see what's happening, who we're reading for, so we can get started. All right, it looks like we're going to be moving into Libra's energy. I have Libra in the first house with Neptune here. Okay, let's pull Libra's chart really quickly. So Libra, opposing sign is Aries. We're looking at Pisces being in the sixth house with Neptune being here. All right, so heavy emphasis on this Neptunian energy. Let's take a look. Okay. Cut it. Alright, so as I shuffle the cards, I'll give you guys a little bit about what's going on for us Libras here in this channel. Libra, we have a new moon coming up in Cancer. Alright, that's going to happen on July 5th. That's going to technically be in the energy of your 10th house of career. Alright, there's going to be a first quarter moon that happens on July 13th. All right, in the sign of Libra. So it's going to be in the house of self. All right, there's going to be a heavy emphasis this month on your house of home as well. Okay, second full moon that's going to happen on July 21st. All right, but there's a heavy emphasis on Neptune and Pisces here. And again, that has to be in the house of work for you and how you're being of service to other people, your health, that type of thing. All right, Saturn did go retrograde. We're looking at Neptune going retrograde tomorrow, which is the 2nd, all right, of July. So there's going to be a heavy sense of review pertaining to Neptunian energy. Can be more so how you're utilizing the energy of your imagination and how you are, dealing with illusions around your health, that type of thing. Saturn being there is causing some sort of like discipline and structure and authoritative energies in your life pertaining to how you're putting in hard work, all right, and whatever you do for work, okay? Your health has to remain balanced, so this is within your mind, your body, and your spirit. And Saturn and Neptune being in retrograde, joining Pluto that is now in retrograde, is a heavy emphasis on your 5th and your 6th houses, which requires you to more so take a step back from having so much fun. All right, 5th house energy can definitely be like fun, pleasure, love, happiness, that type of thing. And putting a heavy emphasis on in Aries in your 7th house, where you're actually heading with your destiny. All right, so Chiron this month actually goes retrograde in Aries, and that's going to happen on July 26th. So there's going to be a lot of retrograde area for you in your 5th, your 6th, and your 7th houses. All right, Libra, as we already know, you're dealing with the difficulty of it all because you have the South Node in your sign. South Node is having to deal more so with like karmic challenges, past life issues. If you are dealing with, finally tapping into like a natural gift that you exude out to the world and how you're going to present that out, then this is what you're dealing with at this time. All right, so heavy emphasis on Capricorn this month specifically because this is the last full moon in Capricorn. You could find that there's going to be like a specific ending. Maybe you're going to choose to move homes. I don't know what this is, but there's some sort of highlight there. All right, Sirius is currently retrograde in Capricorn, so heavy focusing on parenting, nurturing, and agriculture. This could be you feeling more connected to the energy of your mother figure, all right, which is ruled by the moon, all right, the 4th house. So Let's see what else is happening here. And then obviously a heavy emphasis this month on the Cancer energy for you. All right. So you've probably been seeing that your career has really been taking off lately with the sun being in Cancer. You have Venus in Cancer up until July the 11th. And then obviously Mercury is going to be moving out from Cancer into Leo tomorrow into your 11th house of companions. All right. So maybe you're going to be tapping into some sort of collaboration or something. All right. I just have to make it very clear that Vesta is in Leo. Vesta is the asteroid of spirituality. So you may probably going to notice that there's the heavy emphasis on why do you feel a specific spark of energy within, all right, pertaining to a connection to spirituality, all right, possibly a heavy connection to home, that type of thing, okay, what makes you feel at home within your spirituality. So with Venus, Mercury, and the sun moving into Leo this month, heavy emphasis on your 11th house, all right, and how you're going to be moving forward with things pertaining to like luck and good fortune and things that you may have wished for and had faith in. And you know, if it's a community of people that you're attracting, if it's something innovative and you know, futuristic about it, then that's kind of what you're tapping into this month. Okay, so let's get right into the reading. Let's see what Spirit wants to point out here. If I see any other transits that are of significance that Spirit wants me to speak about, I will. All right. I know Mars in Gemini has been a heavy emphasis in the energy so far. I've been seeing lots of 9 of Swords energy, and that's Mars in Gemini. So we're going to see that energy ingress into, well, Mars will ingress into Gemini on July 20th. All right, before the sun moves into Leo on July 22nd. Okay, so as we're looking more so as the retrogrades are happening in your 5th, your 6th, and your 7th houses, we're looking at the energy of what's expanding here coming up. All right, and that's going to be action being called for in your 9th house, spirituality, heavy emphasis, right? All this career thing that you've been working on so far and where your destiny is heading and like your reputation and your public image and how that's been important and how we're now, you know, ingressing into Leo. It's now people are going to be wanting to collaborate with you. Okay, so let's look forward to it. Libra. The King of Swords, heavy emphasis on that Geminian energy, yeah. So you could be very focused right now, all right? With Jupiter being in Gemini, Jupiter typically rules the 9th house for you, all right? So meaning Jupiter, you know, is the ruling planet of the 9th house is what I mean. So you could feel that you're expanding and growing pertaining to like higher learning, if it pertains to like a belief system, spirituality, that type of thing. Okay, let's see what else. I feel Spirit is saying remain focused overall in this energy. All right, so 7 of Swords. Again, 7 of Swords here is the challenge. So you could feel that there's some sort of deception happening in your 5th house pertaining to like, this could be like love affairs or how you're being creative and how you're self-expressing and what's bringing happiness and joy and contentment and peace into your life. Okay, so 7 of Swords just can mean that, you know, you could be surrounded by envious people right now, or you need to more so strategize on how to overcome some sort of deception around your energy, if it's literally mentally that you're dealing with this and needing to get out of that energy. All right, so Pluto will be retrograde in Aquarius up until September 1st. It's going to retrograde back into Capricorn, which will then tap back into the energy of your 4th house. Okay, so this is the last time Pluto is going to be in Capricorn in your 4th house for the next, I don't know how many years, all right, because it's getting ready to move into Aquarius for the next 20 years. All right, so you're going to see a lot of Pluto's the energy of like a death and a rebirth. All right, so whatever it is pertaining to what you find pleasurable is what's going to be destructed and rebuilt. If it's on a not so good foundation, then it's going to be broken down and rebuilt. All right, and this could be like your love life, I don't know. All right, this could be many different things. Obviously it's like Chiron is in Aries, healing some sort of wound that you could have been dealing with for the longest, okay, pertaining to relationships. And more so, North Node is saying you need to go towards your destiny, stepping out of that comfort zone in a specific relationship and moving into a next one. That could be it. Okay, so let's just see. I'm feeling like a heavy emphasis on spirituality though. So you want like a spiritual connection with someone. All right, what's the goal here? Four of Wands. I feel like you want to feel like you want to find someone that you want to marry. It's kind of what I'm getting. All right, that heavy emphasis on Aries energy. That's Venus in Aries, which typically is at its detriment. All right, Venus isn't comfortable in Aries, and that's a transit that we've experienced back, I want to say, in like April or so. All right, but what that card signifies is your goal being you want marriage, you want long-term commitment, you want a new home, you want you know, a great foundation around, you know, what you're trying to build here. Okay, let's see more so what your past looks like. What's the emphasis here? Neptunian. Neptune and Pisces for you again. So your 6th house. This could be, you know, this retrograde for you is going to have a lot to do with your health, because this is your health is overall going to lead you in the right direction. It looks like in the past you had some sort of negative attachment to something. Let's see what that is. Could be definitely around your home environment, because Capricorn is your 4th house. Okay, so maybe if it does pertain to work, then it looks like you had to leave a toxic work environment in order for you to move forward. All right, and it required for you to move home. That could be it as well. Okay, I see definitely some sort of attachment here around your work environment. Could be. All right, but I'm also feeling that it could be around your home environment, and where you feel that you have like toxicity in your energy. You don't want that. All right, so what you're doing right now is you're manifesting with the energy of the Magician. All right, I'm seeing heavy like Saturn and Mercury here being a focus. All right, it's interesting. What you're trying to manifest, I feel, is, let's see, with Mercury moving into Leo for you. Again, I just feel like you're trying to manifest this very spiritual connection. All right, and maybe you felt that you were attached to toxicity, addictions to, this can be many different things. It can be like literally food, right? Because the food is like Taurus's energy and what we put in our mouths. Uranus is there. Uranus is at its fall, so it's not comfortable overall. All right, this can be let's see what else. Venus being in Cancer right now, and Cancer for you, your 10th house. So this could be, again, toxicity and wanting to manifest something new around your career, your, you know, your professional aspirations, or whatever is leading you towards your divine like purpose, that type of thing. You could feel really discontent, all right, in the near future with where you are if you don't make changes now, is what I feel. Okay, I feel that you're going to be bored. You're going to feel like you don't fit in. You're going to feel more so that, and it has a lot to do with your career. Absolutely. I'm looking at that. All right. So the moon coming up in Cancer. This is the moon in Cancer energy. I'm seeing, like I spoke about this in Cancer's reading, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th this weekend coming up. There's a new moon in Cancer. So new moon in Cancer being your 10th house, Libra, has a heavy emphasis on your career, your public image, and, you know, your divine like purpose. So maybe Spirit is telling you, stay concentrated, all right, but strategize on how to rebuild. If something was to be destructed pertaining to your happiness in your 5th house with Pluto and Aquarius being there, how can you manifest something new so that you don't move forward in your life unhappy, right? Because that's more so what it feels like. You're moving forward with something that you're unhappy with. All right, and this can be, again, home environment, relationship, career. You look at it how you want to, all right? But it's a heavy emphasis on you needing to go to your divine life purpose, and that's North Node in Aries. All right, 7th house energy. Heal that core wound that you're dealing with. Go towards your happiness. This is why all these planets are going retrograded, so that you can review what's best for you and then move forward. By 2025, you will be more so in a better position than you are right now, okay? So I'm seeing here that there could have been some sort of gossip around your home environment. All right. It looks like you're not focused on that more so. It looks like you're really working hard. All right. It looks like Juno is in Virgo. I'm seeing the energy of Virgo here with the Eight of Pentacles. Virgo is going to be your 12th house. So if it has to do with you tapping into your subconscious some reason, all right, and really understanding why you feel unhappy where you are right now, what could have caused that sort of mental conflict around your 5th house energy, meaning your happiness, all right, your peace, whatever that is. And that could be you trying to rebuild and master something within how to control the energy of your emotional state even. All right, let's see. Now, in your hopes and fears, you feel that you have to stand your ground against, whatever it is that you're going through, because there's a lot of people in where if you do feel discontent and bored, you're not associating with anyone, all right? You're feeling more so like left out. But again, you have to make these changes. That's why you're releasing the attachment from the past. You're manifesting new so that in the near future, you can change this 4 of Cups energy. Near future can literally be this upcoming weekend, okay? Just saying, because that's the way I'm seeing it. Whatever deception is happening around your happiness, you have to work on what is going to make you happy and stand your ground on that. All right, let's look at the overall for the reading. So heavy emphasis this month because there's so many transits that are taking place, especially with the Saturn and Neptune retrograde starting. All right, as soon as we hit August, Mercury retrograde starts. So now we're going to be seeing Pluto in retrograde, Saturn, Neptune, Mercury. All right, Venus doesn't go retrograde this year, but Mars does. All right, Mars retrograde tends to happen, let's see when. I feel like it's like later on down the line. Yeah, that's going to happen at the end of the year, Mars retrograde in December 6th. But it happens in the sign of Leo. All right, so for you, Libra, that's going to be your 11th house. All right, so there will be a review with how you are taking action pertaining to those that you're associating yourself with. If it pertains to your divine life purpose and, what is your wish fulfillment, that type of thing. All right, overall, I'm seeing you coming back into balance. All right, Justice. I feel that, again, whatever is happening right now, whatever the deception is in the challenge, whatever it is that's in your overall environment that you feel is holding you up and creating conflict, that's what you need to release in order for you to manifest new. Okay? That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm pulling one more because I want to clarify what this Magician is exactly. Page of Wands. I feel like it's going to be like a new creative project for you. 8 of Wands down on the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius's energy. So Libra, Aries, let's see. I'm feeling like that's your 3rd house of communication. I believe that's what it is. Yeah. Sagittarius. And I spoke about Sagittarius and Cancer's reading as well. So Sagittarius, right, we have nothing going on in Sag right now. Pallas is retrograde in Scorpio, where Pallas before, within like a month or two ago, was in Sagittarius. As it retrograded back, it's now going direct in Scorpio on the 9th of July. So it's going to be working its way back to Sagittarius, but I don't think it's going to make it there up until, let's see when Pallas heads back into Sag. It's going to be on September 8th. So you've got probably like a good 2 months, all right, before we see that energy again. But I did want to make a heavy emphasis on Sagittarius' energy because what we're experiencing this year is something out of the ordinary for me. I never seen something like this before since I started astrology. But we have like Mars that had gone out of bounds in Sagittarius' energy back in 2023 in December. All right, where Venus will then go out of bounds in Sagittarius on October 25th of this year in 2024. And then we're going to see Mercury go out of bounds in Sagittarius on November 6th. So like the end of October to the beginning of November, we're going to see this heavy expansion of like Venus and Mercury out of bounds in Sagittarius for you in your 3rd house. So you could see like an accelerated energy. Like out of bounds means like basically something feeling like out of control, over the top, like you can't control your communication, or you short traveling, or something pertaining to like um the way that you express, you know, love, or whatever this is in your third house. Third house can be like, you know, your community, your local community. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't leave your local community and where you are right now already uncomfortable, it's going to feel 10 times worse then. Okay, so just be aware of October into November, and then we're going to see Mars out of balance in Sagittarius again in 2024 on December 30th. So these are going to be transits that come up that affect us the most, because Venus, Mercury, and Mars are the closest to us here on Earth, as the other planets are going to be retrograding far away. Okay, so just heavy emphasis on that. That's what I feel. I feel like that Eight of Wands is a very heavy accelerated motion, and where things are going to be picking up quickly, you need to be prepared for them. Okay, so these retrograde phases that are happening now are setting you up to be in alignment where you need to be when this energy comes. All right, let's see what else we have here. So emphasis on Mercury in your chart, all right, with Gemini and Virgo. So Libra, Gemini, and Virgo, that's the 12th house for you. And then I'm also seeing Gemini be your 9th house. All right. So the 9th and the 12th house both rule spirituality. Heavy emphasis on that's what you're manifesting at this time. It has a lot to do with that Page of Wands clarifying that Magician, a creative project specifically. All right. I'm seeing the Devil here. All right. So the Devil's Capricorn energy, and you having to remove yourself in your home environment from something toxic, from something that can be an addiction. This can be alcohol, this can be drugs, this can be someone that is negative in your energy overall, if you are pertaining to spiritual work lately. All right, and I'm also seeing Libra's energy here, which is you. All right, so you want to present yourself out overall while going through this tough time, coming back out in the energy balanced. Okay, and again, that first quarter moon that happens in your sign on the 13th of July has a heavy emphasis on something picking up for you, some sort of energy that's going to gain momentum. All right, you're going to feel like you're being tested is what I feel. Okay, let's get your cards out real quick. Yeah, you have to revisit something from a different pattern with round and round. It looks like you've gained some sort of different perspective. Something's going to be illuminated to you as you continue to observe what it is that you're going through. And I see to be fair is here. So there's some sort of law of cause and effect that's taking place. I'm kind of getting like that Libra energy again. So this is you. All right, this is you needing to consider other options, but coming back into balance. All right, having some sort of mutual benefit with whoever it is that you're involved in, whether it's relationship, household, career, within self. All right, has a lot of heavy emphasis on bringing balance into your life. All right, you need to observe from a distance and gain a different perspective on where you're going long term. Okay, let's see. All right, so you may need a leg up here. I see you possibly receiving help from someone in the near future. All right, because I feel like you have this heavy emphasis on, I don't want to involve myself with this person. I feel deception. I feel conflict there. I'm trying to stand my ground here. I'm trying to work on this here, and I'm also trying to keep myself balanced. So the energies around you are going berserk. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what I'm seeing. Down on the bottom of the deck, I see yang energy. So any fire elements that you have, more so the masculine parts in your chart, that's where you want to focus on. All right, and again for you, that's going to be the energy of, let's see, so Aries, your 7th house, heading towards your destiny, really healing those core wounds that you have with Chiron going retrograde on July 26th. And then we're also seeing where you need to start collaborating more with all these energies stepping into Leo. All right, Leo is the energy of source, it's the sun. All right, it has a lot to do even with children, your happiness, your creativity. That's all Leo energy. It's like you being in the spotlight with something. All right, so that's what you're gonna feel like lately. All right, this month. So you got the sun moving in on July 22nd, Venus moving into Leo on July 11th. You've got Mercury moving in tomorrow, July 2nd. All right, and then you already have Vesta that's in Leo, which is the astro to spirituality. So a heavy emphasis on this spark within. All right, let's get your crystal out. I've got green aventurine here for you. So luck, good fortune, potential possibility, and new opportunities could be opening up for you here. I do have green aventurine in my stone, so I will share it with you. Here it is for some good luck. Okay. Number 25 could be of significance. So the 25th of this month, let's see where the moon will be at that time. The moon is going to be in Pisces and then ingressing into the energy of Aries. So this has to do with you, Libra, the energy of your 6th house to your 7th house, where we're going to see retrograding in Pisces with the moon being there with Neptune and Saturn, but then also the 25th meeting in the house of relationships for you pertaining to your destiny. All right, I like it. So let's read it out. 25. Here we go. All right, so the energy of green aventurine is a reminiscence of a forest walk. It brings us down out of our heads and into our heart while gently grounding us at the same time. Meditation with the stone cultivates a feeling of balance and non-attachment, allowing us to easily become calm and heart-centered. So I feel like this is overall in the energy. All right, I just did Cancer's reading and they had the same type of energy, needing to come into balance. Heavy emphasis. All right, I love you guys, and I'm going to be leaving the reading there. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.